talking with lots of leaders right now, there seems to be one main thing everybody's obsessed with, and that is how to get things moving up as fast as possible. One question seems to come up more than any other right now, and so let's take the guesswork out of this deal. Let's talk about 100% guaranteed growth game plan. Yep, it exists. Yep, it's simple. There is one, and it is so simple you wouldn't believe it. And you can do it. Even though everything up to this point may not be telling you absolutely that's the wrong answer. Everybody else can do it. You can't do it. Yep, you can grow your business. And here's what, let me prove it to you. Let's just take a graph. Let's put a picture up here of what you would like to do. This is time, and this is production, money, income, whatever it is that you grow in your business. Now, what you want to have happen is month after month after month after month after month, you want to get here, and then you go to here, and you want to here. You don't want to do this. No, you want to keep going up, up, up as fast as possible. Yes, success. We're winning. That's the whole idea behind all of this stuff. Well, what happens to most of it? That's where we have visions of grandeur. That's what we envision for ourselves. But what's the track record me, you, and everybody else winds up experiencing? And that is this game plan. We go in here, and although this is our goal, here's what we wind up doing. We wind up doing something more like this. We'll get off to a great start, and then we get sidetracked and we have a slump. And then maybe it keeps going, and finally we say, this is crazy, we got to get back on track again. And we're going to really focus this time. So this is like month by month after month. Trying to go up here, and what we call this is the floundering. And this is where some people spend their entire lives. But you only have to spend a few months doing it before it drives you insane, and it seems like you have been doing it your entire life. But what happens is you wind up going up and down, and every now and then there'll be a contest or something like that, and you might peak and set an all-time record, but you immediately crash because there's you don't have a rhythm, a system in place. You really don't know what you're doing. It's like one at a time. There's no program. You haven't got it clear in your mind how you can put a program together. Now, what's frustrating is while you're going through this, you're learning, you're trying one system after another. I tried this system. We heard they did out of California. Oh, that didn't work. So now we're going to try another system here. Oh, yeah. Oh, we love that thing. You get a little surge there, but then that crashes. Okay. Well, I get on the conference call. This is why so many of y'all listen to conference calls, tapes, ideas, and you go nowhere. Okay. Oh, we love this system. Oh, I'm impressed with this. I saw them at the convention. Unbelievable. And you're still up and down. Then you go, this is the whole, people go through their whole life chasing new systems that work for other people, but for some reason it doesn't work for them. So let's go back and see if we can make some order out of this endless chaos, and let's see if we can get going and have some semblance of, the idea is, I want to grow. If you want to grow your business and your income, your business for yourself, you don't want to take forever to make that happen, because the faster you can make it for yourself, you want it to be fast and you want it to be big. You know, the alternative to this is slow. You don't want slow. The alternative to big is small. That's what happens. Slow and small is what happens to frustrate us when things are going haywire. You want fast, you want big. And what that does is when you're doing that, you're not having slumps. You're having this kind of consistent growth, and you're excited about that because a well-run business grows. That's what you want. This is growth. And you say, I don't want to be an idiot. I want people to respect me. I want them to be glad I'm in charge of this operation. And I want to grow this thing, but up till now, I've been floundering. Give me, please, will somebody give me a guaranteed growth game plan? Now, this is so frustrating, and I can see it in everybody's eyes when they talk to me. It's like they're thinking there's 100 new things they have to learn. All more systems and complexities and booklets and manuals. I've got a thing I'm going to do on training, but the people with the more training manuals have the worst trained people, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to do a video on that as soon as I can get around to it, but maybe later today. But see, here's how you get growth going and actually make, let me get blue, I like blue. How can you now go month to month to month and have this happen? It's just like going to the gym. If you go to the gym and you say, I want to get in shape, and one thing is I want to get my strength up, and I want to lift that barbell, okay? And I'm going to be, let's say it's a bench press. These are like 45-pound plates. I haven't been practicing my little drawings here, so these are not that great. But I've seen some of y'all draw too, and yours isn't that great either. So anyway, these are barbells. And I'm going to get myself in shape. Now here's what you do. What do you do? It's very simple. You go to the gym. You lift what you can lift. You get your correct form. Let's say if it's bench press, you get the right form, someone to show you the basics. You see, what is it I can lift? Let's just say I start off, like I was telling some of y'all, I remember when my son Adam and I used to go in Ronnie Barnes' gym in Greensboro, North Carolina. We went in at 7 a.m. about 3 or 4 times a week. And John Lennon's sons came in. When they started, teenagers, they could barely lift the bar. When they started, they're like 40. The bar is 45 pounds. When they started, they were lifting just the bar on the bench presses. But 6 months later, they were lifting like over 200 pounds. Teenage kids can grow those muscles pretty quick. But they just, they'd never done it before, so when they started, they didn't have any strength. But how did that happen? How did they go from 45 pounds to bench pressing over 200 pounds in 6 months? See, they did like 1 month, 1 week go in there, they're doing the bar, and then they get up there and they add a few plates and they're up to 80 pounds, and now we're back down to, they go in the next Monday and then they're back down to 60 pounds, and then the next week they're down to 45 pounds, and okay, now we're going to go back up again, dadgummit. If you go in, you lift what you can lift. Now you may be doing 2 sets with 10 reps or 15 reps. You get a system. You get a little system. You get somebody to tell you, you go in every week and you do 2 to 3 sets. Start off with 10 reps and work up to 15 reps, and then you add more weight on. And then you gradually grow. But I promise you, you're going to get stronger. And let's just say you go in 2 to 3 times per week. So you get a little system, a little game plan. And you stick to it. You're not like, okay, this week we're really going to lift. Today, oh, I'm telling you, today I'm going to lift those weights like nobody's ever lifted weights before. Watch me. I'm going to go in, I'm going to lift them 100 times today. I'm going to really show everybody. No, you get in a game plan, you do what you can do, you stress those muscles, and then you go and do other things and give that your body a chance to kind of grow and respond. Now, what happens is this. If you go in and you go in 2 to 3 times a week and you're doing this routine with what you're able to lift, you know what's going to happen by the end of that month? You're going to be able, next month, I don't care how weak you are, next month, you know what you're going to do? More. How much more? I don't know. But I know one thing, it's going to be as much as you possibly can lift with 1 month's improvement from where you started. See, it doesn't matter where you started, it matters where you finish. So if you keep going in there, let's just say you make big gains. Let's just say like the Linen boys, they went in there, they're up to 200 pounds. Well, maybe they maxed out. You know, now the gains are not happening. But I promise you, if they stay and they keep going in there every week, 2 or 3 times a week doing those bench presses, they're going to be at least able to, no matter how much weight they get, they're going to at least be able to do 1 pound more. They're going to be able to do some more. And then a little bit more after that. Then they might hit a stride where they start, all of a sudden your body's adapted, they're going 10 or 15 pounds more. So let's go back here. If you start and you start growing your business, you go in. If you go in and hit your maximum, here's what will happen. You work every day, you get a game plan, you get a system, keep it simple, and you do what you're supposed to do, like going to the gym. And you find out, this is where I am. I've established my benchmark. This is how good I am right now. Maybe before 2 or 3 years ago I was up here. Maybe, in the past. But anyway, today, this is how good I am. It doesn't matter where I should be, wish I was. No, this is where reality. This is how much I can lift in the business. This is how much I can produce. And then a magic thing happens. Here's the magic thing. Each month, you learn, you get experience. And what you learn is, you learn see, in lifting weights, your muscles grow and develop. When you're doing business and you're running a business and you're doing a skill thing, you learn what you need, not what somebody else's system, but what works for you, what kind of people work for you, what systems work for you, time management things, what's productive for you, what's not productive for you. Doesn't matter if it works for other people, but you find out what works for you. What you succeed doing. And see, that's how you start developing your system. Step by step, you start eliminating the things that you did here that kept you here. And you say, okay, this month, I know I've got a few more people. I've got a few more, I've got more momentum built up. Plus, I've learned how to see more people get more done. And so now I've got a chance. When I start the next month, I might move up to this level, where before this was my peak. If it's lifting weights, maybe it's lifting 100 pounds. Now, I've learned how to move it to 150, 200. See, each month teaches you. It teaches you. Experience teaches you exactly what you need to know What you, not someone else, what you need. Not tomorrow, like Shiva, what you need and what you can do to move up next month. That's the game. That is the game plan for moving up every month. You focus, do the best you can, but then you notice the lessons. You pay attention. You get out a notebook and write down what worked and what didn't, and what you taught, what the business and the results taught you. Not what you thought it would be, not what it should be, but what works for you. The kind of people, the kind of systems, the kind of schedule, how you do the business to be productive, and then you make some little improvements. And that allows you to move up. And you get a little bit more experience. You learn, okay, some of these mysteries get cleared up, and you said, aha, I never saw that before. So I'm going to install that. I'm going to streamline here. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to do a little bit more of that. And then boom, you keep moving up. Now, of course, you'll add more people and you'll have other things happen which causes growth, but it'll show you how to use your time, your resources, your energy to be more efficient and get more results. It's the guaranteed growth game plan is no more complicated than that. You learn. If you were told here, the things you learned here, someone told you back here, it would mean anything to you. It's only when you get up to this point that you can see. See, when you're here, you can see, you can learn, you have experience. And you say, aha, now I see why those things didn't work in the past, why you see why you floundered. And you move from, you go from floundering to growing. 1 month at a time, teaching yourself. It's like life teaches you every month, if you pay attention, what you need to know to have a bigger month next month, if you just stay at it and keep improving. That's the guaranteed growth game plan, and it works for everybody in anything. Give it a shot. See how it works. Thanks.